Okay. Hello, everybody. Welcome back. My name is Daniel Gormally. I'm very lucky to be joined today by, is it Arya? How do you pronounce your name, Arya, mate?
Arya Cont.
Arya Cont. And you are you the founder of this new website that we're going to talk about today?
Yes, so I've been working on it for the past year, and I'm the founder working with one other software developer.
So you've got a history in software.
Yeah, so I studied math at university, and then I also learned a lot about coding. I've been doing it for a few years, and yeah.
Okay. I mean, I always be curious about the computers because I'm not very tech savvy. I'll be honest. I'm like a dinosaur, you know. If I had a nickname, it'd be like the T-Rex or something, right? The Gorm-Rex, you know. So I just wondered like how all that works, with computers and stuff. Is it not getting taken over by AI bots now? Like basically everything.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of the coding right now is really helped with AI, so it's not all written with AI because obviously you need to know that it's working, and AI does make some mistakes. So
Mm.
for example, what we do is a lot of our help has come from AI. Like you can automate a lot of things, you can code faster, but for the moment there still needs to be someone behind it. There are some like new AI advancements coming where like people don't even need to code, but our website's a bit more complicated, so it's not there yet.
Okay, and what gave you the idea of setting up this website? Because basically, this website is about bringing students and chess students and teachers together. What gave you the idea for that?
Yeah, so when I was a kid, I took some chess lessons with a coach online,
Yeah.
and it was quite complicated for my parents to, they would need to schedule the meetings and email the coach back and forth and then pay through whatever the coach wanted to. But then I also became a chess coach a few years ago, and I realized that's quite hard for coaches as well. I mean, it's hard to find students because the coaches are there and the students are there, but students don't know how to find a coach, and coach doesn't know where the students are necessarily online. It's a bit easier in person. And so I thought, why have all this trouble? We can just have it all on one site where the students and the coaches can just share each other's calendars, book into each other's availability, pay on one platform, even have the call on one platform.
Right. Okay. Yeah, that's interesting. So, okay. So, what I would suggest now is that we share. Shall I share my screen and then show the
Yeah.
website? I'll do that, unless you want to do it. But I'll share because even I should be able to manage that, even with my limited tech skills. So here is the website that we're talking about. And as you see here, I've got my name up here, GM Gormally. And there's only one other GM on the website, GM Rogic. There's a there's FM for Mentor. I think he was one of the first people on the website from what I remember.
Yeah.
And you got WGM Nikolova, FM Pexeli, sounds like a Hungarian name. WFM Kesar, GM Rogic, who used to be 2600, by the way, so obviously a very strong player. A WFM Spiranic, I believe that's he's from Romania, maybe. Was that? I'm not sure.
Not,
ChessPick.
yeah.
So how did you get in contact with these people? Did you contact them direct? I know you contacted me directly. Did you contact all these people directly, or did they
Yeah,
contact
I
you?
mean, at the moment, like, people who like are looking for chess lessons probably know you can go on chess.com coaches or elite chess coaches and you can find sometimes the emails for chess coaches. Um, but the whole point is that you can't actually book there, you can't see how much you're paying when they're available. So I just contacted all these coaches directly through by email, and they seemed interested because there's no platform like this at the moment.
Yeah, that was another question I wanted to ask you because this website seems similar to another website some people might have been familiar with, which is called CoChess, uh, which I believe you mentioned that merged into the Magnus Carlsen Chess Academy.
Yeah,
Possibly, sorry to interrupt. It was possibly as part of the Play Chess. It was brought up by the Play Chess Magnus group, who were already part of it. But from what I heard, it wasn't very successful. The reason was that once people would make the initial connection with the student, a student that made the initial connection coach, and decided, look, we're going to cut out the middleman, the middle person. You'd say these days, you never say middleman, right? Living in different times now. Middle person, and you'd then you wouldn't need to pay a percentage to the site because if I do a lesson, I've then got to pay a percentage to you, right?
yeah. Yeah, I mean, the whole point is that what we offer is not only, being the facilitator, it's the whole platform includes the lesson, the calendar availability, any payment methods. I mean, even like if a student wants to pay in a different currency, we still pay the coach in their own currency, um, handle like different time zones from all around the world. So it's
Mm,
not just, we bring you students and they book a lesson. It's we make the whole process for the student and the coach easier.
sure. And from the, aspect of coaching, do you find that you've had any coaching yourself that's helped you as a chess player, helped your development?
Yeah, I mean, I started when I was 5, and then when I was around 9, I was still rated, 1100 FIDE.
Right, right.
And then I broke my finger, so I couldn't play any sports. So my parents got me a
Yeah,
chess coach.
yeah.
And I immediately like rose up to like 1700 in like less than 6 months or something. I forget. But
That's interesting. Yeah.
that's what got me really into chess. Was a chess coach, and then after that, I had a grandmaster chess coach. I got to 2000 with him.
Right.
Um, but yeah, it's definitely helped me.
And what did they work on mainly? Did they give you puzzles to solve? Did they look for your games? What? Because obviously with this coaching, you do have certain sites where they say you got to do the coaching like this. But with this coaching, it's pretty much left to the person's devices how they do the lesson.
Yeah.
What actually comprise and how would you yourself? And another question would be, so firstly, what did lessons consist of when you were getting coached by the Grandmaster, for example? Who was the Grandmaster? That's a much more important question. And also, uh, what do you do when you coach people?
I mean, my first lessons were with I think it was the WGM. Name is Elena Partak. So with her,
Uh,
we used to do, I mean, my opening repertoire was awful. I mean, I knew nothing about openings. I knew how to play the game, but so she taught me that, and then she taught me the middle game ideas coming after the opening. So that was quite
mm,
helpful. Get my foot in the game. And then with the grandmaster's name is Georgi Kachechvili. So he's a 20
Georgian player.
Georgian, yeah,
Yeah,
he's
I've heard of him.
really strong, really, really strong chess coach.
And
Hope that
what did it consist of when you were coached
so
by
with
him?
him it was more about the global understanding of your chess game. So it wasn't just focused on one particular opening or thing. So we did work on some openings, but we worked on a lot of like ideas, patterns,
Mm.
uh, looked at a lot of like different games that could be inspiring, um, different like pawn structures or, like global understanding of the game.
That's interesting. Yeah. Because I've often been skeptical about the benefits of coaching, which I mentioned on this YouTube channel, in terms of, what can it actually deliver you in terms of results, right? Because when I was younger, I didn't really have any coaching. I just made my own way. And I do feel that the individual is the most important factor in the whole element. If you're not willing to do the work yourself, doesn't matter how much the coach is going to help you, you have to be willing to do the work. Now, but I do think a coach can be useful in terms of pointing you in the right direction and
Yeah,
saying, look,
definitely.
and also filling in your gaps in knowledge. That's also possible as well, And you're
Yeah,
there as sorry, yeah, carry on, yeah.
I agree with that. To be completely honest, like if you have a chess coach and you're not practicing on the side and you just expect to improve, it's not going to happen. I mean, what worked for me was the coach would like point me in the right directions of what to study, and
Yeah.
then I would study it and then come back and he would fill in the gaps that I had missed and things that I had misunderstood.
Yeah, that's interesting. Another thing I wanted to talk about, because you mentioned this site, by the way, I don't know if I could scroll through the site a little bit. So basically, uh, yeah, there's like a click down here for currency, and also I'm not logged in on this. Okay, doesn't matter. Uh, but in terms of advertising, it does seem to me that if you go onto other websites, your chess.com, you get pages and pages and pages of you get lost basically because there's so many people at chess.com. And you're competing. This is the problem as an online coach. You're competing with so many people. People don't know who you are unless you advertise and say, "Look, I'm there. I'm here for coaching." And a lot of time, I get emails all the time, and well, not all the time, but quite often. Certainly, when I started doing the YouTube, they came in quite a lot, but then they sort of quite down quite a bit. But the first question you normally get asked is how much you charge,
Mm.
and because grandmasters tend to charge a bit more, um, you tend to you tend to never hear from them again, right? So um, I do think that charging £50 an hour, it sounds like a lot. But at the same time, if you were getting lessons from, say, I know golf is probably quite an expensive sport or tennis. If you were getting lessons from a golf pro or a tennis pro at your local club, they'd probably be charging more than £50 an hour, I would guess. If it
Yeah, I
was,
mean, especially with juniors, they take a lot. Some of them take, tutoring for math or languages, and those charge quite high as well.
absolutely, I've heard about these super tutors in places like Singapore, Hong Kong, and they're charging $1,000 an hour. So that's my dream. You just do one lesson a week, and then I could just relax after that. Watch Sky movies, Netflix. But no, I think it's great. I mean, I won't keep you much longer, but so in terms of just a couple more questions, in terms of building a website, what's the plans for the future? Are you planning to get a lot of coaches on board, or are you just planning to just gradually grow the website?
So, I mean, the goal is to have um more than the current amount of coaches, but also the goal is also to get students for these coaches first. So we're gonna focus on, filling up the availability calendars of the current coaches so they're happy with the experience. And
Sure.
once we have a bigger inflow of students, we're definitely going to be expanding. I mean, I've been looking at, sponsoring chess tournaments and going to speak to parents, in chess club in schools as well. So I think there's definitely potential, and this could definitely be the next big thing. I mean, right now there's Chessable, you can learn courses on there. I mean, you
Sure.
have your own courses there. There's chess.com to play, but there's no live online chess coaching website. I mean, you talked to me about CoChess. They got bought by Magnus. It's called
Play,
Magnus something Academy.
play Magnus. Yeah, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
That's the overall company, right? Yeah,
Yeah, but
yeah.
yeah, I mean they changed their name, and the whole thing is at the moment there are websites that do online chess coaching,
Mm,
but they're academies. So the whole idea is you need to, either you need to sign up for a monthly fee.
right.
It's not personal. You don't, there's some of them is maybe not upfront transparency. Here
Sure.
you know what time you're getting. You can choose what time you want your lesson at. You can, you see the price. And I mean, yeah, I mean, here there's like much more variety of coaches as well for different levels. So that could be interesting for students as well.
Yeah, great. Well, I mean, I think you've been very helpful about how you mentioned. So hopefully, people watching this video will now sign up for the website. If you don't, I will be blocking and unfollowing you on social media because that's how I roll. But all joking aside, I think it's been very educational in terms of. I mean, I have had some thoughts about setting up similar websites myself, but I know that I don't have any tech skills at all. Uh, I do think there is potential for, in terms of these kind of websites. And definitely this one, I'll be interested to see how it gets on, and I'm happy to. I mean, yeah, I suppose the only other problem, Aya, is the availability because a lot of coaches, they play tournaments, and sometimes you get this problem of a conflict, or you get other events going on. So filling up the calendar, you have to be careful because I tend to just say, like, I'm available for everything, and then actually you're not available for everything. So anyway, thanks a lot for your help, Aya. Thanks a lot for appearing on my YouTube. It's really helpful, and look forward to hearing more about this website in the future. So
Yeah,
I'll leave the link down below. And
exactly. I mean, leave the link, but new students will get £10 off with your link. So if they want to try a lesson with you.
oh, thank you, or anyone else for that matter. Try lesson with anyone else. Yeah.
Exactly, exactly.
But yeah, no, thanks. That's really helpful. So, yeah, please like and subscribe so this video can get promoted on the algorithm. And thanks again.
Thank you.
Cheers. Bye.
Bye. All right. Um, that was
Hang
good.
on. I think we're still recording. Yeah. Hang on. I'll
Oh,
just
right. Right.
stop recording.